Maxi and Dante are out, and Gortman is out.
Hey, Jason, Clay is top two in the league in catch and shoot attempts from the field. What do you think sets him apart in terms of like just that catch and shoot ability?
I didn't hear the first part, but
He's top two in the league in catch and shoot attempts.
after 3 games,
Yeah, after 3 games.
good offense. I think when you look at his strength, you look at the quarterbacks that we have, and so and then space that he's has had here in a couple games. Um, that's what he does. He understands that if he has to put the ball on the floor, if he has to pump fake, but right now he's getting a lot of clean looks with the catch and shoot, and so hopefully throughout the season you can have that same question. 50 games in and he's still in the top five. That means that the quarterbacks are doing a great job and he's getting a lot of space.
And how do you see Kyrie's role kind of evolving throughout the year? It seems like some nights he might be relied on to score, some nights he might be relied on to facilitate a little bit more, play defense. Just how do you see that going?
Yeah, I think when you look at Kai as a quarterback, as a scorer, um, setting the table for others, I think it's just a matter of his feel. It's about energy for him and what the team needs at that moment. And so if it's being double teamed and getting off the ball, then that's what he's going to do that night. If it's to score, if it's to catch and shoot, if it's to redrive, he's up to doing whatever it takes to help the team win.
What did you see overall from the bench last night, just in their ability to offer so much more to the game? Was it better shot selection? Were they just more aggressive? What did you see?
Yeah, I thought it was a great response. We talked about it, and understanding that we didn't play well in Phoenix as a whole, but our bench, and so I thought the bench had a great response last night, and we're going to need that tonight.
Spencer's obviously been here before. I'm sure there's some comfort level, but he looked really comfortable coming in the third quarter. How has he adjusted coming back to the team?
Yeah, I think he's mature. He's older. He's been with us before, so he understands what we're going to ask for him and for us to get him in the summer. He knew where he stood. Injuries, have played a part, and so just for you know Spencer to be the pro that he is, he's ready, and he came in the training camp ready, understanding his role was to be the backup to the backup, and so now he's taking full advantage of that. And again, we're going to need that tonight. And so, as a coaching staff, yes, we are comfortable with Spencer out there. As you can see, he was the first one as a sub last night, and most likely will be that same substitution pattern again tonight.
Jason, this was a place where obviously a lot of members of your group got to experience something very, very special last year. Is there some emotional juice, some competitive juice that you can derive since this is the first time that you've crossed paths with one another since then?
Yeah, that was last year. This is a different year. This is a different team. They're a different team, and so um, the last time we were here, we ended. We became the Western Conference champs. So, but this is a new season. So for us, we're not talking about what we did here last time. It's about trying to find a way to win and put ourselves in a position on the road to win a game.
Jason, just how much different is it preparing for Minnesota with Randall, DiVincenzo over Cat, and just who was here for so long prior to that?
Yeah, Cat is a problem in this league, and but so is Randall and Dante. Those two can put the ball in the basket. Dante can shoot the three. He's dangerous no matter where he is on the floor. Randall's a guy who puts a lot of pressure on your defense. He can score it. Also, he can find the open guy, and so they're a different team, and so I think they're still finding their way, but they're very talented with Ant as their leader, and so this is a great test for us on the road.
Jason, nobody can quibble with the results you got from the guys you added on the fly last season, but having them here for a summer, for training camp, what does it mean to you guys as a team or to them?
Yeah, I think it's great, to have PJ and Gaff for training camp. I think, again, they did an incredible job of being able to, make that adjustment with the trade. those pieces fit, of what we're trying to do, and they helped us get to the finals last year. And so just understanding again what we're asking for those two to do, I think you can see they're a little bit, in the comfort zone, and so they can also help our newcomers when you talk about Q and Nazi and Clay, just being able to help those new guys with what we're asking them to do. So I think it's great that we get a training camp with those guys.
How did you make sure they didn't come in and maybe play too tentatively because they didn't want to disrupt what was going on?
Well, if you give them the ball, that's easy. They get comfortable really fast, and so when you look at Luka's ability to create for the center position, and then also for PJ and Kai, it makes the game easy. But those two were maybe in situations that weren't playing for something at that time, and when you talk about these young men. You look at PJ comes from Kentucky in the sense of a winning program, wants to win, and felt, I think the culture here with the Mavs embraced both of those guys, and those guys thrived in this system that we had last year, and hopefully they can thrive in this year's system. Thanks.